In the air to right, and he did it again!
Welcome back to the Lefties 2 broadcast. We got week 86 is here. And the groups are getting crazier. We got new teams coming up in the ranks. And, some teams are dropping. Some teams are rising, some teams are dropping. Happens every week. But again, teams that have never been to the top are there and are coming. Let's go check out the groups. And then, of course, as you can see, we're going to talk about one of the best type of lineups that the top teams use. All right, so we have in the first group the Bad News Bears. They're ranked 47th, right in front of Team Japan at 50th. Those are the underdogs in this group, but I think the Bad News Bears have a good opportunity because Namba, even though Namba is one of those 6,000 clubs, perennial 6,000 clubs, they score in the 130s, 140s on usual. Every once in a while, they'll get back up to that 150. The Eagles as well has been a team that's been in the top 5 before, top 10, but again, a low scoring. But they've had a couple tough weeks in a row. Let's see if they can get back in the air. Next, we have Rockets 883 at 49th. Right there, they have a couple tough teams here where OMG, I'm Still Alive at 17th is the odds-on favorite. Chinese team over there, Japan and Soba. It's a good, tight group, except for that 17th spot. So it tells you a lot about OMG is they don't score a whole heck of a lot last week. And these other teams have a really good shot of moving up. Next, American Sluggers. They're in a group with 99th ranked Never Die, 85th ranked America, USA World Champs trying to get back in the top 100, Legends trying to get back in the top 100, and as well as American Sluggers. They're right on the outside, so a good week here gets them right back in, I would believe. All right, at 336, we got them Buckeyes winning their group last week with a 60 spot, so let's see if they can get a little bit more. They need more, right? We got MLB, Mara FC, Team USA, Boom, something. All right, little group here. Pretty good, rank-wise, I guess, right next to each other. As in odds-on favorite, the Aftermath. Solid group here, going against Phillies, Wild Things, Dingers, and USA Diehards are on the outside looking in, trying to get back to the top 100. Next, we have Keep Swinging. Good opportunity for Keep Swinging here, as they are underdogs in this group, but Met 7-Line Army, they've been a team. Blue Jays been a team in that 6,000 spot before. Warts and Hemorrhoids trying to get to that 6,000 spot for the first time in the righties, perennial, 50, 40s, high 30s team. All right, next, we have Start Swinging. Again, team trying to get a good week right here. Maybe a good 2 weeks in a row will get them in that top 6,000 spot. Redditors, Korea, Taiwan representative team, and Wolfpack in their way. Cobra Kai, Slayers, Gravediggers, USA, and Little League, Gold Level 5, all trying to move up. All right, Baseball Canada, Moderated Bunts, Taiwan Online Field Club. All right, Veterans, a low scoring top 5 team in the world. 130, 140 could win this group. Shenley Chen Fan Group, right on the outside. They have a really good opportunity this week to be their first time at 6,000. So let's see if they can get there. Next, we have Perella Negra, Money Monsters, Full Send LLC, Smoking Bunts. Perella Negra pretty close to probably getting the goal level 5 after this week, I would assume, as they've been rising up in the last 10, 11 weeks, something like that. Let's keep it going. This group is pretty well grouped, I think, ranking wise. Samurai Japan, they're the highest ranking here, followed by the Big Dumpers, Baseball Bros, and Thrashers. Thrashers are on a downward spiral, losing a lot of players last few weeks. They need some players for sure. All right, another group. This is a little bit different. Taiwan representative team ranked 55th has a great opportunity to show the world what they're all made of here, because they got 6th place, the hardworking country people to enjoy. 7th place, Taiwan. And Snow Poetry and Cats, a perennial top 5 team. And Mandalorian's a team that's been in the 6,000 for a long time. Up and down, up and down. But Taiwan representative team, they got to get about 160 here if they want to move up. Otherwise, they might be moving down. 160 should do it for them, though. All right, Lefties 2 Chill at 18th. This is their first time really with an opportunity to get into that 6,000, but it won't be easy. Rebels United 23. They're about 130, 140 scoring. Blue Jays around the same. Sluggers, Udon is probably lowest ranking team is Udon here, but I think they're the favorites. They're like one of those up and down teams. A lot of solid players. But Lefties 2 Chill has a really good opportunity with a good second place finish. Third place is going to be tough. You know, they won't be able to. Their highest is around 151, 152. So they won't move up into that 6,000 if they get third. So they need first or second here. It gets them there for the first time. And they might have a chance to outrank Lefties 2 for the first time. All right, Lefties 2 starters at 365 again, moving up. They're playing Alone and Balloon again, and also Aftermath Uprise once again. So a lot of rematches here as all these teams keep on moving up. You know, top 3 teams, essentially, if you get 100 in Gold League, you move up. So that's a good thing. Sith Empire, probably your underdogs, but you got to play the games. Next, we have the Death Group. The Group of Death. Lefties 2, 3 weeks in a row, being on the outside, 4th, or 2 weeks in a row, being 4th place. But, of course, they have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then All-Stars back up there. These are the top scoring teams each week. And, you know, you got to get at least 170 here. You know, 170 is not even going to get you third, typically. 175 is what you have to be really shooting for a chance at 3rd place. And 3rd place won't even get Lefties 2 back in that 6,000. Because they are the odd, they are the team at a little bit disadvantaged this week. So those are the groups. Let's go and check out some of the teams' top lineups in the game. Here we go. Again, we're talking about lineups. I've done several different lineup videos before in the past, but it's always good to rehash as we get more players. And, you know, one of the things, again, that you look at some of the better players in the game is that defense does not matter. Really, it's your pitching, right? Pitching is number 1, right? So really figuring out your best pitcher to use, because the top players in the game, they don't really care about ground balls. They get a lot of pop flies, they get a little soft contact. So it's not a lot of like hard hits, really. It's a lot of foul outs as well. Like if you're swinging at a ball that's outside by an inch, a lot of times it's a pop up to third or a pop up to first base foul. So defense, like in a sense, the fielding doesn't matter, right? So this is my lineup right here, right? Like you look at the outfield. Fielding 175, not bad. Throwing terrible. Fielding and throwing terrible, right? Fielding terrible. Fielding 168, not great. Fielding 159. Fielding actually pretty good. Throwing terrible. Throwing pretty good. Fielding average. You know, throwing solid. Fielding better than average. And of course, a pitcher is a pitcher. But this is my lineup. Usually, I want to have a good, solid. That's why I have Jack. Doesn't really, you know, he's more of a power hitter. I got over 1,000 bombs with him and leadoff. But let me break it down to why you see a lot more power hitters in the game. The best players are only going to execute about 1 to 2 innings. The game's going to be over quick. All right, so let's break it down how this typically works right now. So majority of the best players in the game, again, like I said, don't care about offense. But what they do care about is speed. So for this purpose, we're going to look at Gina and Neville, right? A lot of times you're going to have one of these two in your outfield. Gina or Neville. Gina or Neville. Gina in the infield, obviously, and Neville in the outfield. Reason why is you have that speed, at least at the top of your lineup. Okay? Speed at the top of your lineup in the batting order is pretty obvious, right? And the rest of it is, you got 2 different catchers that people are using. The top players. Actually, it's still really 2, but now it's getting a little bit more to 3. But again, your catchers are really simple when it comes to this. It's going to either be Matthew or it's going to be Jessica, right? Matthew or Jessica are your 2 top catchers people are using, right? Get more speed variations with Matthew, and you get Obviously, better control with Jessica. Okay, so that is kind of the crucial aspect here: is which one are you going for? Right, they nerfed Matthew, but not really. Better pitchers can still execute pretty well. Okay, pretty well. So for this purpose, we're going to keep Matthew in the game. All right, so Matthew's in there, and again, most players have Matthew batting right there in the 8 hole. And then, like I said before, the rest of the game is a mishmash of. All right, so now it's all about power. Right, after that is just pretty much power in every. Oh, that's an interesting little dilemma. There's no second baseman now. I'll keep this in. I'm not editing this out. My second baseman's gone. Fantastic. There we go. Whoa! Now we have two Gibsons. That's pretty cool. Can I put 2 Gibsons in the game? Huh. Exception index was out of range. Must be non-negative and less than size. Collection parameter name index. Keep that one in there also. All right. Let's see if this is back to normal. Let's find it. Martin was messing things up. All right. Go here and then go here. So these 3, and it can be interchanged, right? Depending on how things go, these 3 batters are usually in the infield, as well as Andre or Durant, right? And again, if the top players aren't using speed, a lot of times they're going like this, right? They don't care, man, right? They'll have it like this, 4 just big giant mashers, right? Because the idea, contact power, contact power, contact power, and of course, contact power, right? So it's all about hitting and hitting bombs. So for this case, we're going to keep these people in, and we're going to keep Neville in the outfield. And then now we go here, and now it's either 1 or 2, right? And the top players, either Rosa or Hammer, right, is how it's going to work. That is pretty much how it works, right? And doesn't really matter if you're going to go all straight power, right? From this point on, you have Kevin where you need to have Kevin. But the rest of these dudes are just in here to mash. And you pick whatever pitcher you want. Top players, Wade, Riley, Josh. You're going to see Luna pretty soon. But those are your main pitchers your top players are using. And occasionally Jay. And again, if they're using Jay, a lot of times they're going to be using Carlos or Nia, right? Just because it helps out. But again, this is it, right? It's not a secret. All of you guys that go in there and ask, hey, what should I do for my batting lineup? How should I do it? Number 1 rule, use your best players in the game. But yes, level 12 Wilsons and Gibsons and Kevins are going to be better than a lot of level 13 normal, common, and rare hitters. That's how it works. Algorithm of the game is going to let them hit more home runs anyways at level 12 than even some at level 13. Right? So the idea is learn to pitch and learn to hit strikes. That's the secret of the game. But the top hitters, top players in the world, they're going with speed and then power. Right? Speed on the lineup, maybe the top. And then every so often, again, you're still going to see Ryan in right field. You'll still see Ryan in right field. Right? But my point of the matter is that the top hitters in the game are just trying to smash. Very occasionally, you'll see speed, pow, 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 pow. But that's it. That's the secret. Hit home runs, prevent the other team from hitting home runs. Get the game over in 9th inning or 10th inning max. No reason to go 12. All right, there you go. Let me know what you think. See you guys next time on Let These Two broadcast.